With Fantastic Four First Steps pretty much being the last comic book movie of 2025, here's my ranking of all four comic book movies that I saw, of course, in 2025. No, wait, pretty much, one, two, three, four. Yeah, four comic book movies that I pretty much saw in this year of 2025. Coming in at my number four for me is going to be Captain America: Brave New World. Now, look, guys, this movie was still an enjoyable movie at the end of the day. And the two standout performances are, of course, Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, and Harrison Ford as General Ross, Red Hulk. The fight scene between Sam and Red Hulk was awesome, and walking Torres as new Falcon, um, he did a really good job. Some of the action scenes were good, some of which, yeah, you could definitely tell were reshoots. Sure. Yeah, you can. Again, some of the action scenes are good. Like I said, the Red Hulk fight and the one flying sequence that we get where they're trying to take out all the jets. The whole now, yeah, you can tell there were reshoots with this movie. Like for example, like yeah, I know that the whole Giancarlo Esposito thing with Sidewinder, he pretty much does kind of get wasted in this movie. He's literally there for like two, like three scenes, and then the guy's out. The whole thing with the leader finally returning um, in this movie could have been a really cool idea. Um, um, However, the plan of what he wants to do, like he wants to like frame General Ross, and like then he pretty much wanted to go, back to prison, and he pretty much wasn't even fighting. Then he pretty much went back to prison like once his mission was complete. I mean, it's crazy. Plus, you literally have Hulk villains in a Captain America movie. Yeah, I know that's weird. That would be like if you had Spider-Man villains in, I don't know, like and like an Iron Man movie. I mean, that would be like, yeah, exactly. You would literally step back and go, okay, why are these characters really here though? If like your main hero really isn't, but still though, and of course that end credit scene. Who knows if we'll ever see the leader again? Probably not. So yeah, coming into my number four for me, Captain America: Brave New World. Coming in at my number three for me is going to be Thunderbolts. Now, I really truly did enjoy this movie. I thought that the cast did a wonderful job. Specifically like Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and Wyatt Russell. They really did a great job as their characters. I thought that Sentry is definitely one of the better MCU villains for sure, and the I thought that the action scenes were all pretty handled, and the movie, of course, dealing with mental health in pretty much certain aspects of this movie was done pretty good. Pretty good for what the movie pretty much needed it to be, and of course that end credit scene where it's literally teased that the Fantastic Four coming into the MCU got me excited. Not really everybody around me though, but yeah, though, I still did have a good time with the movie. So yeah, Thunderbolts for me now in my number three. Now these top two were tough because obviously you pretty much know what they are. But coming in at my number two for me is going to be Superman, James Gunn's Superman. This movie was a damn good movie. Now, yes, I know, even though this movie pretty much has so much going on in it, it pretty much flows naturally. David Cornsweet was an amazing Superman. Nicholas Holt's version of Lex Luthor, you flat out pretty much hated with a burning passion, and you couldn't wait for like him to get his just desserts at the end of the movie. Of course, the Justice Gang were all used to really well and didn't take away from Superman or anything like that, which is which is what we were all kind of worried about going into the movie. Of course, the action scenes are all really great. Crypto had some standout moments. Um, and of course, yeah, and again, you had so much going on in this movie, like. But again, though, I mean, I thought it flowed pretty well, and of course, the engineer and Ultraman, they were used pretty well. The whole segment with the pocket dimension was pretty cool, where he had to save Metamorpho's green alien baby Joey. I thought that whole segment was pretty cool in the movie. And yeah, overall, it's just an optimistic, hopeful superhero movie, which we all need right now. But coming in at my number one, for me personally, the best comic book movie of 2025, Fantastic Four First Steps. This movie is just amazing. It's just so incredible. Again, the cast all do a really great job in the movie. From Pedro Pascal to Vanessa Kirby to Joseph Quinn to Evan Moss Backraft, um, they all do really well, setting the movie in this 60s style retroistic future. Definitely is able to, stand out from all the other MCU movies because this one is literally in its own universe. So that way you didn't have to deal with the whole, you know, so that way you pretty much didn't have to deal with the whole, like pretty much stuff like within the MCU, and you weren't asking any questions like, where's Spider Man? Where's this character? Where's that character? But of course, Galactus, Ralph Innocent's voice, haunting voice, and like they did Galactus justice in this movie. Charlotte Ball, Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner, was great. And, and again, even though, and this movie actually taking the threat of Galactus seriously and not interrupting it with a joke, which is what we need more of in the MCU. And of course, that end credit scene with Doctor Doom gets me so freaking hyped for Avengers Doomsday. I cannot wait. So yeah, Fantastic Four for me, best comic book movie, best superhero movie of 2025. How would you guys rank this year's superhero movies? From least best, I'll say, to best because they all pretty much are pretty great in their own way. But yeah, though, how would you guys rank these movies? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as always for more videos. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you guys get notified whenever I upload brand new videos. With that, I will be seeing you guys later. Peace out.